let's try to bring out more clarity into the need of agentic applications. So we will compare it with plain API-based LLM calls. So the comparison is agentic SaaS application versus direct LLM API-based SaaS application. Hi, welcome to Techie Talks AI. I'm Sri from Shogini. On this channel, we showcase hands-on demos and insights into AI automation and no-code tools. We have created several Make.com modules to simplify no-code automation for you. Subscribe and join us on this journey into the future of technology. What is a non-agentic application? Most of the LLM providers offer hosted API platform using which you can access their LLM. Before we begin, we'll just have a quick glance over a simple code example of a non-agentic SaaS code snippet and another one, agentic code snippet. So here is what OpenAI provides. This is using OpenAI's chat completion library. Now this library has been updated to responses recently. In order to access their API, we need to understand the syntax they expect. So there is a learning curve involved. We will see the limitations of such a mechanism. Here is an example of an agentic application. This one uses Agno library. Now the advantage is this is model agnostic. So just by changing one line, you can switch between different LLM providers. In addition, the instruction that we can offer an LLM has ability to retry. So more elaborate prompting can be done when it comes to agentic applications. Another thing is agent can also have tools. Here we have a DuckDuckGo tool, which is a web search tool, using which we can let this agent improve the context by making a web search. So this is an example of an agentic application. Let's see a couple of slides to understand this more clearly. Problem with direct LLM API usage is one-shot interaction. That is, you give a prompt, it will use that prompt once and respond back. It lacks memory and context. So when it comes to agent, we can offer extra context. We can make the context persistent. We can also offer memory in terms of conversation history, episodal history, interaction summary, different types of memory we can offer when it comes to an agentic application. We have covered several videos on these uses. Direct LLM call, there is no tool or data access. We cannot connect a knowledge base easily. We cannot add additional tools easily when it comes to direct API call. It's considered more expensive and opaque. The reason being, when we use a direct LLM call, we are tying ourselves completely to that provider. So whatever price that provider is having, we will need to pay. Whereas we can split the agent into different domains, and depending on the use case, we can choose LLMs with different pricing. Then it is hard to maintain or scale. When it comes to direct LLM, we are stuck with that specific LLM syntax and the use. And the learning curve also is steeper. And when it comes to agents, we can run multiple copies of the agent. So when you need to scale them. So what is an agentic AI? It is a modular system of intelligent agents. When it comes to agents, we can have multiple agents working like a team. And each agent can have a role and can interact with tools, databases, and other APIs. It can maintain memory and also goals. So each agent can have a goal to focus on. So it actually behaves like a smart assistant, not just a chatbot. Let's take a real world use case, customer support assistant using non-agentic chatbot and agentic SaaS chatbot. So it is static prompt templates, limited to static, can't access live data. You cannot do further workflow automation easily. Now, see, these are all possible with extra work, extra complexities. So before agents came up, we used to do this. It's not that it's not possible, but the effort involved is very high. Whereas when we use an agentic framework, we can do several workflow automation, add knowledge base, and also have memory to retain conversations, history, etc. So benefits of an agentic application: dynamic actions via API. You can extend it with API calls to other endpoints, contextual memory, then reusable agents and clean codes. When you create these agents, you can create it in such a way that it can be applied to different use cases. Custom logic and governance, and observability and debugging. So it lowers cost. That is, use agents instead of LLM for everything. So when you build products using these agents, it is ideal to optimize revenue. So summary, when you build a direct LLM based SaaS application, you are stuck with just a single prompt. Whereas when you build an agentic application, it is much more flexible and extensible. Conclusion, build intelligence, not just text completion. Agentic SaaS lets you solve real world problems, automate workflows, deliver long-term value. We specialize in building agentic solutions. Thank you. If you have any automation or AI application development, we are there to help you. And now before we conclude, we will look at different use case scenarios. A simple agent. So these are examples from Agno cookbook. A simple agent. So this is what we saw in the slide. We define the model that we want to use and give a single prompt, just like an LLM based thing. But when it comes to agent, it is able to do this extra work for us, because agent retries till it is satisfied with the response. So it can make multiple LLM calls. So that is an example of simple agent. Next is, we will look at an agent with a tool. So here we are adding tools to our agent. DuckDuckGo tool, which is a web search tool. So if agent feels that in order to respond back for this query, it needs to search the net, it will do that search for us. Next is agent with RAG knowledge base. So what we do here is create the knowledge base. Here it uses LansDB vector database, and this is the raw text for knowledge base, which will be chunked and stored into this table in this LansDB database. It will use this text embedding. It will use this text embedding to create the embeddings. So this knowledge base is not a plain text. This knowledge base is a vector database, which will allow similarity search. When we define our agent, here we will provide the knowledge base. That is it, just adding one line with the knowledge base object. This agent will begin using this knowledge base for its RAG use. Here we have the example of a multi-agent or a team-based applications. Here what we do is we create a Wikipedia agent, and we say find information about the company in Wikipedia. So this agent's sole focus is using this Mistral model, search the Wikipedia, and using the tool Wikipedia tools from Agno. So this is first agent. Then we have our second agent, that is search the website for information. So this is searching Wikipedia. This one will, second agent will search the website. Then here we create a team, and in the team we add members, Wikipedia agent and website agent. These two agents stay behind this team, so we'll be interacting with the main team. This team object will delegate the work to these agents. That is how it works. So if you query, write a full report on everything you can find about Agno, the company building AI agent infrastructure, what it will do is it will use these two agents to get the information and then give us a detailed report. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Your support really helps. Have ideas or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. Let's build together. At Shogini, we offer expert NoCodeMake.com and Python AI automation consulting with ready-to-use modules to jumpstart your projects. Stay tuned and subscribe for more.